And we are underway from Lynn Family Stadium. With Gary Bailey, I'm Joe Malfa. Happy to have you with us this afternoon. Said that if you go into a game this season against Sacramento and you are not at your best, that's what the result is going to look like. They are that special this year. It slipped through to Ownby, in alone. Brian Ownby, saved by Steinwascher. File that one in the back of your mind.
Okay, Gonzalez, perfectly weighted. He keeps himself onside. And as you say, of all the players, Brian Ownby is the one you think is tempt them to try and get over the wall and down under the crossbar, which is difficult to do from there.
Maxi Rodriguez curled it just wide.
Not a bad effort. It wasn't too far away, and it had pace.
Terms to start today with Morton healthy and on the bench.
Now, certainly, if Carl Morton does get his place back, he'll know that he's going to have to hold on to it and play well, and that's exactly what Danny Cruz would want his attitude to be.
Wilson Harris just kept it in. Harris weaves through. Now poked away by Matt Lewis. Winder beaten with pace by Morris. Can he recover? Ben Morris coming in alone. Morris, far post, just wide. That's both teams now with one-man chances on the goalkeeper.
Great pace, Ben Morris. Pace with the ball as well. He's outstripping young Josh Winder. And this ball is neither a shot nor a pass, because you can see Simonson, if it had been a bit further back, it would have been a great pass. A bit further in, and it's a goal.
Unless either Del Piccolo or Gonzalez are feeling particularly good about themselves today. Del Piccolo for the penalty spot, flicked down and saved by Steinwascher. It was Winder who got a head to it, but he comes up limping a bit, favoring his right ankle.
Yeah, he's big and tall, and it's an ideal player to get into the box for set pieces. But not enough power on that to cause Steinwascher any problems.
The ball did just go out.
Yeah, look, it's the first time that Danny Cruz has really come under that sort of pressure. I mean, be fair, in his time, what is it now, his third season, they have just been doing nothing except win. And yes, they might not have won the final game against San Antonio, but they won the East, they got to the final. It's been just wonderful football, great results, great runs, breaking records last season for wins and goals scored and points and all sorts of things. It's the first time that I think he's really had to, trouble.
Flag stayed down. Wilson Harris, a chance now, pulls it wide. So Ownby and Harris both one-on-one with the keeper. Both have missed it.
It's a bit of a defensive slip there as he turns, Stephen Carroll. And then again, if you had to pick two players on Louisville City's team to have a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, it'd be Wilson Harris and Brian Ownby.
Louisville City have been on the front foot, but they missed a couple of big opportunities. Now it's Gonzalez's turn. It's blocked. Ownby there with Gonzalez, and Steinwascher makes another save.
Look, he gets the ball, he cuts inside, he does some good dribbling, goes one way, comes back the other, comes inside. And just there, I'm looking at Ownby coming in, and he had a chance because he already sized up the goal. But again,
Tellefson slips it through for Gonzalez. Jorge Gonzalez cuts it back inside. Header is wide by Ownby.
Wilson Harris aware of the runs as well, but Tellefson, it's his pass that causes the damage. Gonzalez battling away, gets the shot, and Brian.
Quiet afternoon so far for Zemla. They'll hope to keep it that way.
Just wonder if this isn't a repeat for Louisville City of the El Paso match, where they had all the chances and then bang, bang, they were 2-0 down.
Ownby still with it. Ownby! Never know with him. On a moment's notice, he could produce a magical moment. 5-5 corner kick from Del Piccolo to Toshin, saved by Steinwascher.
Wow. From our point of view, it's just been Louisville City just having too many really good chances and not taking any of them.
11 shots, 4 on target. And this should be the first yellow card of the match.
They get on the front foot at some stage. But again, 0-0 away from home at Louisville City. They might be happy with that, Detroit City.
That's how it ends after 45, but the goalless streaks are climbing for both of these teams in league play. One quick turnover off the goal kick, and Harris puts it wide. Louisville's 287 minutes. Something's got to give at some point, you think. To the back post. It's loose in front. Ruggs puts it over the bar. What will it take for either of these teams? Most standards, it's just by their standards that they haven't lived up to it. Right here, a chance! Saved by Steinwascher. Loose for Ownby. And cleared away by Detroit City FC.
From a point-blank header. Ball knocked back here, whipped in, Tellefson. Yes, it is. It's Jorge Gonzalez heads it, and he just spreads his... I think for Detroit City, a draw is not a bad result. You're looking at being away from home, on the road, against the reigning Eastern champions. I think they would have taken a draw. It's never been their problem, and yet here it is. It'll be the third match in a row if it remains scoreless, if they haven't hit the back of the net.
Perez, Harris, wide. Fisher. Maris still with that cast on his right thumb. He broke it earlier this season. Gets it out wide for Dia. Now Mushagalusa. His cross steered away for another corner.
Thumping in the background there. The fans have been supporting non-stop, willing that goal to go in.
Maris couldn't get it past the first defender. Second crack at it. Loose in front. There it is for Louisville. Wilson Harris breaks the drought.
It had to come, didn't it? There was too much pressure, too many balls in the box, and in the end, it wasn't the most eloquent of goals, but you know what? They all count. Whipped the ball in from out wide all match, but couldn't do anything to stop this. It was Yasid Matthews who clears the ball, and it gets whipped in again from Maris. And it's just that subtle, faint touch, and eventually, and at last, Detroit City's defense has been broken, their goalkeeper's been beaten. And now the big question is, can Detroit bounce back, or is this going to be Louisville City's night?
Teams will meet in July in Detroit on ESPN2. But here tonight at Lynn Family Stadium is Louisville City FC snapping a 2-match losing skid.